Welcome to Philosophy in BIM today. In this video, I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to manage third-party content better without using the Revit type catalog. Let's jump right in. Whenever you're downloading content from the third-party site or from manufacturer website, you might come across with a file besides the family file. So the example that I have here is that I have a zip file that I downloaded from the manufacturer site, from one of the well-known manufacturer sites for furniture. And when I unzip the file, I would have not only the family file, but also this txt file. So this txt file actually is the what we call type catalog file in Revit. So let's take a look at the type catalog file here. When I open it, essentially it has a bunch of lines here. These lines are the types that are representing the different types, family types that are built into the family. So the more lines you have in the file, the more types you basically going to have in the family. Most likely for the parametric families. So usually the rule of thumb for this is that whenever there are more types, you want to have a type catalog to manage the family types for your content, so you don't get overloaded with so many types in one family. That is true. That is still be using this concept for many content that are things like structural members, structural steel columns, or structural framing members. They oftentimes have a lot of sizes in different dimensions for those beams and the columns, and most likely more than 10 types. So it is still a good idea to use the type catalog to manage the family itself. However, for downloaded content, in this case it's a furniture, and I can tell you right now there are 4 types that are currently in the type catalog file. So the idea of that is, my preference is if I have less types, usually kind of things like less than 10 types, I don't necessarily want to have a type catalog file to associate with the family, because whenever I'm managing the content, I have to make sure that the txt file is always in place along with the family itself. And things could get lost, or changes need to be made from time to time. If for whatever reason I don't have the txt file with me or in the library, then all the types will get lost for the family. So the video is to show you how to bring these types back to the family without having to carry around this type catalog file. Okay, so let's go right in. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the file here. Okay, so let's do a quick demo here. Whenever I wanted to load such content in the project, so I'm going to go to component. This is the furniture, so I'm going to go to load family. I'm going to go find the content that exists. It should be here. Should I have a shortcut? There it is. I'm going to go to the furniture. When hit open, these types that are from the type catalog is going to present itself here. So I get to pick and choose which size or which type of the table I want, and then I can load it to the project. Again, it is pretty nice, but then again, the key that you have to keep up with is that you have to have the txt file in place when you try to load the content. Okay, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go open the family here. It's going to ask me to upgrade, and that's okay because this is an older version of the table. Okay, so let's take a look here. So first thing first is let's take a look at the family types and see how many types that are currently pre-existing in this table. As you can see here, there's only one, right? If we go to the drop down here, there's no more than one type. All right. The next thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go to the Insert tab. I'm gonna go to the Import Family Types there. Since the TXT file is already in the same location of the family, oftentimes it'll find itself of reading the TXT file. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit open. This is where you're gonna be aware that which option you're gonna choose to load these types to your content. Again, it all depends on your content there. Since I know there are one existing type for this table, I'm not gonna delete the existing family type and import new ones. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and keep existing types and import only new types. And again, the mileage is kind of varies, depends on what you're trying to do, depends on the content that you come across. So just find the one that works best for you. So I'm gonna hit keep existing type and import only new ones. So as a result, let's go take a look at the family types again. It now brings in the 4 additional types that came from the TXT file. And again, if I switch over to the other type, it should then again flex the family properly. So for now, all I have done is that I bring in all the types that should belong to this family from the type catalog file. In this case, if I'm going to manage this content in my library, if I hit save or do a save as, so that I can give a proper name that probably kind of follow the company library policy or the naming conventions, then you don't have to worry about the TXT file anymore, because again, all the types that were once from the external file now incorporate to this family. So of course, if I load it to the project, you will be able to select all the types that was from the family, right? So pretty handy. Again, so to recap, you only want to do that when you, well, for a number of reasons. Yeah, you only want to do that when you don't see the need of carrying a TXT file. Again, my preference is I don't want to have the TXT file if I only have a few types for the family. Unless I have anything like 10, 20 types that I need to maintain in the family, then I will try to maintain the TXT file whenever possible. But for furniture, most likely they don't have a lot of types. They are less than 10 types. So this is a better way to handling how to manage your content better, because like I said, you don't have to carry that TXT file wherever this content lives. So but oftentimes this is what you're gonna get when it comes to using download the content from manufacturer website or from third party. So, and that's it for today. That's the tips for the day. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you do, and also subscribe my channel, and I will have more Revit tutorials, tips and tricks video in the future. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.